So, hi and welcome to the Onward and the Upward Journey with the 505 Circle. The Onward and Upward is a philosophy carved out from passion of understanding businesses, markets, people, products, and tools. And it's a way of building perception through insights, ideas, stories, and thoughts from different experts in the areas of sales, marketing, product, engineering, and growth hacking. In a first of its kind series of Onward and Upward, powered by the Firefly Circle, we are joining hands with the pioneers, the evangelists, and the authors of the Growth Hacking Book 2. So, bringing out a series of thought leadership based discussions which will cover the essence of each of the chapters contributed by the authors. And today I have a special privilege and an honor of actually introducing one of the most prominent growth hackers in the international best-selling author of the award-winning book, The Growth Hacking Book 2. And the main brains behind this book and the second version, which is, already out there on pre-order. So please welcome Rohan Chaubey. Rohan, always a pleasure. This is the third or the fourth time we're actually catching up. So, this is awesome stuff.
Awesome. I almost have started feeling that Firefly Circle is one of my own, products.
No, absolutely. I mean, it actually all started with you in a way. So you are an integral part of our journey. So absolutely kudos. And we're really excited to, sort of have you on board and talk through what your chapter is all about and what the journey of the Growth Hacking Book 2 is all, been about. So I know it's going to be a cliche asking you your background and, what inspired you to, be where you are today. But I think I always sort of begin, with that sort of a context. So I think we have to go through the drill once again. So maybe if you have a different flavor of, bringing out your background and inspiration and your triggers and your journey to, being who you are today, feel free. So yeah, go ahead.
So I mean, just for, just to introduce myself that, who I am, I would just say I'm a growth hacker, but I truly see myself and my agency as a marketing innovation company. We spend countless hours, finding what are the different things that would stick and what would help, the company that we work with and the projects that we work on.
Yep.
So if I have to define again, what exactly I do and what's my background, I would say I'm an innovator in marketing. I come up with, great ideas, which other people call growth hacks. To grow companies, to grow personal brands and the projects that we do.
Absolutely. So, amazing, introduction, very crisp, very clear in your thought process as always. So, amazing. So great kickstart to a conversation. I mean, I want to, pick this next question up from where we actually left last time around. We spoke about digital transformation and how sort of COVID actually brought in digital transformation into the mix. And we also spoke about the word that you actually coined, which is your growth set, which is a culmination of skill set, mindset, and tool set. So, in this existing digital era, so what would be the most, three most important aspects that the audiences should really be equipped from, all these three perspectives, which is skill set, mindset, and tool set? This is rapid fire, by the way. So, yeah.
Sure. So I think when it comes to skill set, you absolutely have to be, they say that, you can't be jack of all trades. But running your own businesses, your small businesses, and even startups, that how it is, you have to wear lots of hats and you have to do, you want to have a lot of skills, not just like one specific skill, like let's say graphics or anything. It has to be so many. So with skill set, I can't really, pick one, but it's a collection of all the digital marketing skills that you can imagine. And over time, all of us, eventually evolve and gain those or delegate those or however you want to execute. Second, when it comes to tool set, the times that we are living in and the technological advancements that we have, there are so many things right now that are pushing the digital ecosystem forward and democratizing everything in every shape and form. For example, we ourselves are now, every one of us is now a media company. Just yesterday, so far, we have been seeing that how we remove backgrounds from images, right? Just yesterday, I discovered this company that could remove backgrounds from our videos as well, and that's the first company on the internet to do that.
Wow, I didn't know this.
Right. So as
Yeah.
things progress, these things are going to come up, and that gives ultimate power to individuals like us who can,
Hmm.
have potential to become media companies, and every startup would not require a PR agent or a series of media publications to cover them. They themselves can amplify their reach and impact if they wish to.
Hmm.
So that was tool set. The third is mindset. So all this comes together only when you have the right strategy in place with alignment to what your goal and mission and vision is. So I think the mindset, tool set, and skill set all fit together perfectly.
Great. So I think the next question actually sort of stems in from the aspect of the three ingredients that you actually spoke about. Now, what does it exactly take to be a growth hacker? So any sort of top five attributes that you could actually sort of call out. I understand growth hacking is actually a part of marketing in a way. It can be called as a subset to marketing. So any sort of five best practices or any skills which will actually be can be called out to make a typical good growth hacker?
I would say that marketing is subset of growth hacking. I'll explain you why. Because growth hacking operates at the intersection of marketing, product, and technology.
Hmm.
So marketing is one segment of growth hacking. So marketing is the subset of growth hacking, is what I believe. The second is that, just like how to doctors you wouldn't say that to a profession where they're meant to be expert, they can never be, they're always practicing. Similarly with growth hackers, we are not meant to be expert, we are meant to be experimenting.
Hmm. Yeah.
So let's say just yesterday we launched this video of a monkey reading a book just so that we
Yeah.
can get some attention, and eventually that would convert to sales. This was
Yeah.
the hypothesis. But if or not it will convert to sales, that's the different question altogether. So I'm not suggesting that, okay, one funny video or one interesting video can get us sales. This is an experiment. We don't know if it will stick or not, right? And
Yeah.
unless we try, we will not know. So this is exactly what growth hackers do. We run multiple experiments to identify what would stick, and I think that's the biggest trait every growth hacker must have.
So experimenting and maybe being prepared for A/B testing in a way to
True,
understand
true.
whether or
So in
not.
in one sentence, just trying to be a bad scientist.
That's a great way of putting things into perspective. Now let's come back to the growth hacking book too, right? All of us are sort of excited. The book is already out on pre-order, and everybody is sort of getting in there and have contributed. Almost 100 odd experts have come together to contribute to this book. So I'm extremely sort of curious and keen to understand what has Rohan Chaubey written in this book. So what is his chapter all about?
As a publisher, I'm not allowed to write chapters.
Okay.
So last year I had written an introduction to the book,
Mm-hmm.
and this year again, maybe I'll be allowed to write an introduction to the book.
You have
So
to.
my so my goal is to put the spotlight on people who deserve it the most.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just an orchestrator and organizer of this movement.
Fantastic. 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 And if you were to actually give some sort of takeaways in terms of what would a reader actually get out of this book, what would be the three takeaways, and what would be the benefits that a reader could actually get out of reading this book?
The first thing is that you get to really understand the difference. So, our first book, I realized, and with the feedback as well that I got, that it doesn't really put things into perspective, like exactly the difference between digital marketing and growth hacking, because the book also covers some aspects of digital marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So, with the second one, the aim is to actually put things and differentiate between them. That what this is exactly what growth hacking is, and this is exactly what marketing or digital marketing is.
Mm-hmm.
The second benefit is that we really define how startups can implement growth hacking for their own organizations.
Mm-hmm.
And another good thing that I mean, just because I've been getting access to reading all these chapters, so we turned this book into more of uh, like one of its kind of non-fiction books. It's almost like a recipe book.
Mm-hmm.
If you have to cook something, you will just pick up a recipe book and start start cooking it. That recipe can actually be on the page number 50 of that book, right? And you would still be able to execute it. Similarly, this book is recipe book for um, growth marketing tactics. You can actually pick any chapter and find it implementable and executable.
Hmm.
You don't really have to read like from page 1 to 50 to really understand page 50. So we are making it very crisp because we realize that a lot of us and our readers are already overwhelmed with so much information. Now they need something that they can execute on. So
Hmm.
this book is for people who are really wanting to execute growth hacking for their personal brands, for their businesses, for enterprises and startups.
Wow, interesting. Even though I did contribute on a chapter on this book, I wasn't really sort of aware on the other aspects. So this actually makes it all the more fascinating. So amazing. Looking forward to this. This book is releasing in December. So, out there in pre-order. So all the audiences, the link will be actually put there after this video is sort of edited. Please hit that link and, go get your pre-order. So, from a future perspective, Rohan, so what do we expect future wise from you? Any new projects sort of lined up? Any exciting stuff coming your way?
Yeah, as you know that I am all about, like I said, marketing innovation. I always want to do things that have never been done before. I always want to show things that never have been shown before. So yeah, I have lined up a few interesting things. I'm not sure if we ever had this conversation previously when we were speaking. So I was actually posting videos on my YouTube channel to see if I can come up with an OTT platform of myself. So I'm trying to create like one of its first kinds of growth marketing, essentially, again, like I said, a media company
Mm-hmm.
where we will have information about everything related to growth hacking and growth marketing, because it is um, either not understood at all, or the people who claim to understand it does not really understand it. So I want to, put this together in an OTT platform is what I've been planning. I've not shared this anywhere. This is the first time I'm sharing publicly, but I'm excited as it launches on my birthday. That is next month.
Wow, wow, wow. Is this first of its kind? I haven't heard about this sort of idea before. So is this the first of its kind?
Yeah, because most of the OTT platforms that we see are more geared towards entertainment.
Yeah.
We are getting it more towards specifically for niche, not even the entire marketing, but growth marketing and growth hacking. On top of it, we are coming up with a technology that gives you ability to animate things on the go. So just how we are talking right now, we both would be animated live on the call and it will be streamed. So really excited for all the innovations that we are bringing.
Fantastic. So as always, I actually, sort of end this with the success mantra. I don't know if the success mantra still remains from the last time we spoke or it has maybe evolved. So yeah, something for the audience to sort of take away.
Yeah, so it actually remains the same. Learn from people who are better than you and who have been there and done that.
Yeah.
Teach people who are just starting out and need your support and help, and collaborate with people who are similar to you or on the same path as you. I truly appreciate all the efforts that you're taking in for making the series happen, contributing to the book. Your chapter was absolutely refreshing. I've never read something like that before.
Thank
Our
you.
readers are going to absolutely find your chapter one of the best, which is what I feel. And thrilled to be here again. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. So thank you so much, Rohan, again, once again, to be a part of the Firefly Circle and giving us your time, sharing some great insights and best practices as usual, which I'm sure will help many of us to go onward and upward. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.